in London, here at Brixton Police Station. So last time we were here, there was a huge issue with the parking. He even raised it with some of the parking enforcement officers that were working the area. They did assure me that they do ticket, but they've been given instruction not to. So I followed that up with a Freedom of Information request to Lambeth Council, who assured me that the police have been advised that they are not to park like this on double yellow lines, and that they are not to park in the resident permit holder bays. So, yeah, already got, just about touching the yellow lines. Blatantly just parked up on the double yellow lines, which is bizarre. Definitely constables, you can see the taser. Not very covert in plain clothes when you can literally see a yellow taser sticking out. Yeah, just straight up. With the engine running, parked on a junction, scrolling through his phone.
Brixton once again highlights a situation where expectations of the public appear stricter than those applied to law enforcement, beginning with a familiar frustration: officers disregarding the very rules they are responsible for enforcing. The scene shows a relaxed attitude toward regulations, with vehicles left on double yellow lines and access for residents obstructed despite no visible emergency, immediately setting a questionable tone. When basic standards are overlooked, it raises doubts about handling more complicated responsibilities, since professionalism should begin with respecting the rules rather than only imposing them. And as it turns out, this parking issue is merely a preview of the events that unfold next.
Not great. So, get the registration of that one. It's BMW Romeo Foxtrot 71 Charlie Foxtrot Mother. It is, what's the time now? 17:44. Absolutely shocking. And the one in the passenger seat is just scrolling through social media, going straight onto his radio because he doesn't like the fact that I'm videoing. And there is, in fact, a very good reason for it. But, yeah, it looks a little bit better up here than it did before. At least. Don't think these are police vehicles parked up here, which is good. Although this car does have 3 penalty charge notices going for it.
In this moment, their attitude is clearly visible. Engines left running while officers focus on their phones, seemingly indifferent to how this appears to the taxpayers funding them. It naturally raises concerns about priorities and resource use. If there's time to browse while vehicles idle in questionable conditions, it makes people wonder whether claims of being too occupied to address real crime always hold up. Such confidence can lead complacency, where overlooking small responsibilities may translate into carelessness with larger ones. Pay attention to their response once they realize they're being watched, because the situation is about to become even more inconsistent.
So this constable's caught himself in a catch-22 here, because he's either going to allege that he's not driving and he's parked, hence he can use his phone, or he's going to say that he's driving and using his phone, but then, if he is parked, then he's parked literally on a junction on double yellow lines, which is unsafe. There is a very clear reason for double yellow lines. Now we've got more up here. So this one's another police vehicle here, parked on double yellow lines. Another one on double yellow lines. And no, this is a blue badge holder, not a police vehicle. And we've got another one on double yellow lines. So Lambeth Council did get back to me and say that the police should be very clear on where they should and should not be parking around the area. So this is absolutely shocking. There we go. Now all the vehicles move out. And another one on double yellow lines.
This moment reveals a logical dilemma the officers have placed themselves in. If they argue the vehicle is stationary, they risk being seen as blocking traffic improperly. And if they suggest they're in motion, then handling a phone becomes questionable behavior. It creates an uncomfortable impression, because neither explanation reflects well, instead suggesting a sense of privilege rather than accountability. When standards are expected to apply equally, visible inconsistencies like this can weaken public confidence, and that's why scenes like these often spark criticism. Interestingly, once a camera remains fixed on them, the vehicles eventually begin to pull away.
Pardon? Pardon?
What are you taking pictures of?
Well, why?
Just seeing if you're alright.
Yeah, I'm fine. Who are you, sorry?
I work there.
Are you working? Are you a police officer, are you?
Yeah.
Have you got a warrant card or something?
Yeah.
Really?
I do. You going?
I want to see a warrant card. I mean, you're engaging in a stop and account, so I'd like to see a warrant card, please.
I'm gonna go in. There's my warrant card. I'm a police officer.
Lovely, thank you. 244918. Thank you. So, might be better from this angle, because we've got the tree on the left, but it's quite clear on the right there. So, get a pretty good line of sight of it up over that bit. So yeah, I think that might be a good plan. Maybe if I go stand over that side with a bit more room to set up, I think that might be a good plan, to be honest.
The situation now moves from simple observation to direct interaction as an officer approaches in a relaxed manner and, to his credit, provides identification when requested, a moment of cooperation that isn't always seen. Even so, the focus seems directed more toward the presence of the camera than any alleged wrongdoing, showing that courtesy alone doesn't necessarily indicate full accountability. Respectful behavior can exist alongside standing firm, and in this case the observer demonstrates awareness of his rights while maintaining control of the exchange. Still, even calm in civil encounters can shift unexpectedly if you're unsure of your position or boundaries.
There we go. So I just did a short video with a drone over, but yeah, for some bizarre reason the signal kept dropping out and the drone just had a bit of a mind of its own. So I don't know if they've got strong antennae somewhere near here. There is a flight restriction zone nearby, so maybe there's something interfering with it from there. Just don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna pack that away quickly.
Yeah, interview somebody.
No, mate.
John.
Yeah, just flying the drone over the
Oh,
police
you're a
station.
vlogger?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I do like audit, like the police stations.
Audit?
And stuff. Yeah,
You're auditor?
Yeah,
God, son.
Yeah.
They've done this one already. Audit Britain, the black guy.
Yeah, Audit in Britain's
No,
done
it
it.
wasn't Audit Britain. It's not that guy.
Coley Burks.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
I've done this one before a few months ago.
What do you call it?
Power to the Proletariat.
Okay.
PTTP.
Yeah, I like looking at them sometimes when the police want to know what you're doing.
No.
They have to know.
I had a really good one from Bethnal Green the other day.
Okay. And the police actually talking.
Yeah.
I like watching it. I like them against the press, you know what I mean? I like watching the American one sometimes.
I'm against the press.
Yeah, I'm against the press. Yeah.
He's very good.
I watch him and the other one. What's it name?
Long Island Audit?
No, I watched them and Audit the Audit and all that.
Audit the Audit. Yeah.
Audit the Audit. I watched all them, right?
No, it's nice.
Oh, right. You see. Good, sir. Put you on. Right, fine. By yourself.
Search. Should be pretty easy to find. ETCP.
Oh, man. I wish you well, man.
Cheers, Willie. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not coming up. ETCP. Oh, there we are. That's me. You want to do the cheeky subscribe there, buddy?
Yeah, of course. Subscribe, man, of course.
There you go, buddy.
And your notification, yeah?
Yeah, I put the notifications on for it.
Right.
But yeah, definitely check out the Bethnal Green one.
The
man.
Bethnal Green
You'll
one,
like
that's
that.
a good one. How do you be doing it?
This moment highlights an interesting shift in atmosphere as a bystander recognizes the auditor and clearly understands the situation, reflecting how people are becoming more aware rather than unquestioningly accepting authority. It suggests a growing tendency for the public to inform themselves, since awareness and knowledge strengthen civic accountability, and when everyday citizens show understanding, the balance of interaction can noticeably change. Just as the tone begins to feel cooperative, another officer arrives seemingly without context, altering the dynamic by expressing suspicion, suggesting the auditor poses an internal risk, and attempting to apply a rule that appears unfounded, creating an uncomfortable scene that's difficult to watch unfold.
Everything changes in this next clip. Watch the new officer invent a reason to be suspicious, accuse the auditor of being an inside job risk, and try to enforce a rule that simply doesn't exist. It is painful to watch.
Yeah. Nice one, man.
So, yeah.
Well, you'll be on it, man. So,
Yeah.
It's been awesome. Cheers.
Hello, sir. How you doing? You alright?
Not bad, sir.
So, just come to have a chat with you. I thought I saw you flying a drone over the Nick.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I just come to chat to you to find out why you're flying a drone over the Nick, what you're doing, sir.
Just exactly what you just said and do.
Yeah, but why over the police station in particular, sir?
Because that's what I'm interested in.
Okay, what is it you're interested in?
So I'm just going to move that a little bit. Pardon?
What is it you're interested in, sir? What is it?
Well,
about
I've just
the
told you,
police
haven't I?
station? You just said the police station. It's not
There you
very
go.
specific. What is it about the police station you're
I
interested
don't need to
in,
be
sir?
specific, do I?
Well, you're flying it over a police station, sir. You're flying a drone. I'm asking you a question. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be difficult with you.
And I'm not trying to be difficult with you, but I don't answer questions to the police. And that's all that needs to be said, isn't it?
Okay, what's your name, sir?
What did I just say?
Can you understand the security behind why we'd be asking questions around people flying drones over the police station?
Not particularly. I think it's quite a common practice these days, to be honest.
Not quite. Is there any particular reason that you're filming outside the police station?
What did I just say? I don't answer questions to the police.
I mean, you're refusing to give details. How do we know you're not conducting hostile reconnaissance at the police station, sir?
How do I know that you're not?
Well, I work there, police officer.
Doesn't matter. Exactly. You're a perfect man for the inside job, aren't you? Who are you, sorry?
What's your name, sir? I'm PC Fitzgerald from Brixton Police Station, 3081 Alpha Sierra.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And yourself, man?
At this point, the officer's attitude shifts as he attempts to portray lawful public filming as something suspicious, even suggesting that a person with a camera could represent a security concern, an argument that comes across as exaggerated and intended to put the subject on edge. This approach relies more on pressure than evidence, since genuine suspicion should be grounded in facts rather than personal impressions. It appears he is seeking a reaction that might prompt the auditor to reveal information he is not obligated to provide. Yet the composed and restrained response only seems to increase the officer's frustration.
PC McGee, 1520 Alpha Sierra.
Thank you. And yourself, man?
DC Jessup, 306
Lovely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
What's your name, sir? As we're all telling names now,
Yes, but you're obliged to, aren't you? You know, you're engaging in a stopping account with a member of the public for accountability purposes. You are obliged to. I'm not under any sort of obligation to give you any details. Unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, it's quite fortunate for me. It's unfortunate for you, but
All right, so thank you very much for your time. Obviously, we will put on what we call a CRIMINT, which is an intelligence report to suggest that you've been flying a drone over the police station.
This point stands out as one of the most concerning parts of the video, where the officer claims that a person must provide details during a stop and account, a statement that appears inaccurate under UK law. Whether this comes from misunderstanding or deliberate misrepresentation, both possibilities raise serious concerns, since authority exercised without proper knowledge can create risk, especially when incorrect claims are delivered with confidence. Such assertions often rely on the assumption that people will be too intimidated to challenge them, but the situation shifts when someone involved demonstrates a stronger understanding of their legal position.
right.
And our intelligence team will pick it up. And
Okay, I'll do a freedom of information request for that, and I'll request that gets deleted because there's absolutely no criminal need for it, in my opinion. You aware of the memo from the National Police Chiefs Council circa December 21? I think it was 31st. It's been updated twice since then. It should have been circulated to every single police station in the UK. Every single constable should be aware of it. So to be honest, I honestly don't see the need for you to come out and speak to me because you should be absolutely aware of what's going on.
all right, sir. Thank you.
And so just before you go, one more thing. Did any of you turn on your body cameras?
At this stage, the dynamic shifts as the auditor references the NPCC memo, creating a decisive moment in the exchange. While the officer seeks to justify gathering information, often framed as routine intelligence collection, the auditor responds by pointing to the specific guidance that safeguard photographers, exposing what appears to be a gap in training or awareness. It raises the striking contrast of a content creator demonstrating deeper familiarity with policy than a supervising officer, reinforcing the idea that knowledge can serve as a powerful form of protection. As that lack of awareness becomes apparent, the authority behind the officer's position seems diminished, though he appears ready to make one final, somewhat trivial attempt to regain control.
Yeah, mine's on, yeah.
Yeah, is there a reason that you didn't notify me when you turned it on?
Thank you, sir.
No, but we are filming.
Have a good day.
You are filming, but there's no reason you didn't tell me.
No, sir.
Okay, IOPC complaints for that then. Thank you.
So what does transparent here for you?
So for me there, buddy, they come and they ask questions.
Yeah.
And ultimately, they don't like when people don't answer their questions. So, you know, they asked me a question.
Yeah.
I gave them an answer. I said, I'm flying over the police station. Yes, I'm interested in the police station. That's my answer.
Yeah.
I didn't refuse to answer that one.
Clearly.
But because they don't like the answer, because it doesn't fit the narrative of something that they can try to arrest me for or try to get my information for, it doesn't fit that narrative for them. They keep pressing. So
They had nothing to stand on coming over to tell you they was in their right to come over and tell you what they told you, or
I would say they have the right to come and address me. Absolutely. The same way that you come and talk to me.
Yes.
So, you know, everybody has that right.
yeah.
I have the right not to answer their questions. Same way I didn't have to engage
Yes.
with you, you know, and you know, that's how it goes. And the problem is, like, if I said to you, sorry, but I'm a little bit busy at the moment,
Yeah.
you probably went, oh, no worries. And either watched from distance or watched it online later, you know.
So do you think it was your politeness that made it okay, or is it because you know what you're doing?
The closing exchange over the body camera highlights a common contradiction. Officers often record the public, but neglect to clearly state when they themselves are filming, even though policy usually requires it, giving the impression of trying to catch someone off guard while obscuring their own actions. By refusing to accept this, the auditor compels the officer to back down, demonstrating how maintaining firm boundaries can be effective. This interaction serves as a clear example of the importance of standing your ground, offering a valuable lesson in how to manage similar situations personally.
And they know you know.
I think a combination of both.
Combination.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do try to be polite but assertive. I can be a little bit more with it if they get to a point where I've said I don't want to answer their questions and then they try to make up a law or try to detain me or search me or do something abusing their powers. I can become a lot more vocal and a lot more sort of aggressive with how I'm talking to them. But until that point, I think it's just best to stay polite, stay knowledgeable about what you're doing,
Well explained. Well said as well.
Absolutely.
Well said. Well, I'm Daniel anyway.
Nice to meet you, Daniel.
Nice to meet
PTTP.
you. And
But
take the video. You know, put up with your one.
Oh, I don't know how to, mate. I don't know how.
I just done it now, so we go back.
Oh, he's a nice guy. So yeah, he stood there and filmed the interaction as well, and then did like a little interview with me afterwards, which was pretty cool. So I gave him like how my version of events went down, how that was from my perspective, and ultimately what it was that I think made them walk away from the situation. And I genuinely do think it was a combination between my calmness, politeness, but also being assertive and steadfast in the fact that I don't answer questions. But yeah, that was definitely a very interesting one for me. That'll be up with you shortly when I can. Hopefully Daniel can get that footage over to me quite quickly. And we'll be able to get that amalgamated and into one. That just about wraps up here in London today, I think. Unless I come across anything else on my travels home, I am just going to leave it there. And head on home. Got an early morning meeting, so I need to be up for that. And obviously I want to get this edited and uploaded for you guys. But yeah, until the next one, guys, stay safe. Remember your rights and assert the fact that you don't answer questions to the police. Until the next one, stay safe and ta-ra.
This debrief clearly illustrates why audits are so important. Success in this encounter came not from aggression, but from calm, confident knowledge. The officer attempted to exercise authority he didn't possess, demanding information he wasn't entitled to. Yet the auditor defused the situation simply by stating he wouldn't answer questions and referencing the MPCC guidelines. By staying composed and silent when necessary, the auditor neutralized the threat without raising his voice, demonstrating that firmness and awareness often outweigh confrontation. For anyone who has felt pressure by authority, this example shows that you don't need to be rude to be correct, but you do need to be assertive. The video is meant for educational purposes, not legal advice. So always verify your local laws if you want to understand your rights.